Hi, it's Jody. Welcome back to my little corner of YouTube. I've got a different song for you today. A different type of video for you today. I have not recorded my song for my 100 Days of Ukulele songs yet for the day because I'm waiting for my special guest to get home. So stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, I want to do a little tutorial for you and give you a little glimpse of what my channel is going to look like when I'm finished with my 100 Days of Ukulele songs. I would like to do some tutorials of songs out of my favorite songbook, Daily Ukulele. This is the leap year edition. And I also have the regular Daily Ukulele. So my idea is that you have the book and you follow along with me, and I teach you how I play it, and I share with you my thought process of how I come up with different strumming patterns, and also help you navigate, because he does a lot of repeats and DC alcodas, and he has to get creative so that it can fit the whole song within a 2-page spread. So that is my idea, and I thought we would start off with Time After Time, which is a song that I've already posted me singing. So you can refer to that. I'll put it in the description, and that can be like your play along. And if you do not have this book, what are you waiting for? No, I'm just kidding. If you don't have the book, you definitely should get it, or you can wait for my giveaway. I have 2 of those books, and I have 1 of these books that I'm going to be giving away. So either this week or next week. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, that's the idea. There's not going to be chords on the screen to follow along. You're supposed to be following along in your book. Okay? So, page 358, Time After Time by Cyndi Lauper, copyright 1983. Here we go. Grab your uke and let's go. So, we start off, let's review the chords quickly. There is a D minor, C, F, G, E minor, A minor. Okay, one thing I love about this book is that every song has the chord charts at the top. So if there's a weird chord that jumps out at you, you can look up at the top and figure out what it is. These books did wonders for helping me with my chord vocabulary in the beginning when I was first playing uke. So those are the chords. Nothing crazy, nothing weird. We can do this. So for the verse, I hear in my head a very driving verse, and I like to do 2 chucks. So a chuck on 2 and a chuck on 4. So what I do is down, chuck, up, chuck. Down, chuck, up, chuck. Down, chuck, up, chuck. Now, if you don't know how to chuck, spend a few minutes each day practicing and you will get it. And it's very important because it is a great way to vary your strum and make it more interesting and get some percussion in your music. So I'm going to link the tutorial where I finally learned how to do it. And that's also, that's from Cynthia Lin. And basically what she teaches and how I do it, there's different ways, is I strum down and then immediately press my hand against the strings. But it's a strumming motion, so it comes at the end of my down. But it's the important thing is that it's faster. It's not like down, down. It's down. You press. It's a quicker strum, so you can get your hand on the strings fast. So that's my little abridged version. But yeah, check out Cynthia Lin and just practice it. So down, chuck, up, chuck. Down, chuck, up, chuck. Do it with me. Up, chuck. Down, chuck, up, chuck. Down, chuck, up, chuck. Now, when you hear me play it, you might hear some extra little up strums, especially because your hand is doing it anyway. So sometimes I'll hit the strings on an up. So you might hear down, up, chuck, up, chuck, down, up, chuck, up. Or you might hear down, chuck, up, chuck, up, down. That's fine. The important thing is that you're getting the chucks on the same beats each time. That's what's going to stick out if your chucks are weird and not in to the beat. But if you've got extra little upstrokes, that's not wrong. It's just how you feel in the music. The goal is to not play thinking down, chuck, up, chuck, down. You want to be thinking about the message of the song. So that is the goal. So if you do little variations, that's fine. And I'm not teaching you like the only way to play the song. I'm teaching you how I came up with to play it. And if you have a variation you want to do, go for it, by all means. Okay, so that's the first part of the verse. Down, chuck, up. Down, chuck, up, chuck. And I know I'm saying up, chuck. Okay, so now we get to an F, a new chord on the bottom of the third line, into the third line. And I think of this as kind of like the pre-chorus. And so that means it's different. The melody's different, the chords are different. So I'm going to change my strumming a little bit to keep the song interesting and to cue my listener that this is a new part. And a new part is coming up. So I am doing, I dropped the second chuck, and I'm doing down, chuck, up, down, up. Down, chuck, up, down, up. So for that second chuck, I'm doing a down, up. Okay, so that's how those next two measures go. Flashback, warm nights. Down, chuck, up, down, up. Down, chuck, up, down, up. Now for the next measure, I decided to put in something that I have in the chorus for when I sing time after time. This is almost left behind. I'm doing down, down, up, down, down, up. Okay, so let's do the whole thing. Flash, back, warm nights, almost left behind. So I'm going to do it again. Down, chuck, up, down, chuck, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down. And then you can chuck here. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. And then repeat. Down, chuck, up, down, chuck, up, down, up. And then they fake you out. Time after some time. And then it's another verse. And we know how to do that. Down, chuck, up, chuck, down, chuck, up, chuck, down, chuck, up, chuck, down, chuck, up, down, chuck, I can't hear you. I can't hear what you said. Then we have the pre-chorus again. Down, chuck, up, down, chuck, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Down, chuck, up, down, chuck, up, down, up. And then we got the chorus, finally! So for the chorus, I just drop all the chucks. And I do a variation of the island strum. Now again, Cynthia Lin has a great tutorial, so I'll just refer you to her for the island strum. And you may be familiar with it already because it is very common and it fits like every song. So it's a great strum pattern. And that is down, 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 up, down, up. So instead of the down, down, up, down, up, I do down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. If you're lost, you can look and you will find me. So down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And then just like our pre-chorus, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. If you fall, I will catch you, I'll be waiting. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. If you're lost, you can look and you will find me. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, so that is our chorus. And now you know how to strum the whole song. The only thing left to talk about is all the jumping around. And actually this song is not too crazy. Some of the songs in this book, they are a lot of bouncing around. This one, after we get to the end of the chorus, time after time, it says first ending, and there's a repeat sign. So what I did was I got a highlighter and I highlighted that. Don't be afraid to write in your books. See how I highlighted that green? So then I went back and I found the other repeat sign and I highlighted that green. And so my eyes can just see, oh, I'm here, now just jump to here. And I also highlighted the first words of the second verse so I know when I get to there what I'm singing. So then for the second ending, where it says DS al coda, DS means you go back to the fancy little S symbol, okay? DC is go back to the beginning. DS is you go back to the fancy little S symbol. DS al coda. So you go back to that fancy little S. So I did it in a separate color, right? See my little DS? So you want to highlight that. And I also highlighted the words I'm singing. See how that says 1, that's for verse 1 and 3. So this would be the third time. So you go back to those words. And then you could, if you had a third color highlighter, highlight the coda, because that's when you jump down to here. But it's so close, I felt like I could manage that. He actually could have just made that the third ending and not done a coda. Usually a coda is where you're jumping from one place all the way down to another place. So that is the entire song. I'm not going to do a playthrough because I do have that other video that I'm linking where I play the whole song through. And this video is already 12 minutes long. But I do thank you for watching, and please, please give me any feedback you have for me, because this was my first ever attempt at a tutorial, and I hope it made sense. But please, if you have any suggestions on what would make it easier for you, please don't hesitate to let me know in the comments. And like I said, stay tuned. I will be giving some great songbooks away. I'm in love with these songbooks. They are great. The selection is great. The arrangements are nice. And they're just fun to sing. So thank you for listening, and thank you for your support. And stay tuned for my song. It's Request Tuesday. And like I said, I have a special visitor with me for my video later today. So I will see you then. Goodbye.